Hey everyone, Miss Wagoner here doing the 3.8 study guide with you. I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to hide myself. Mine might look a little bit different than yours, but it's essentially the same thing. So the first thing we're doing, the following represents the graph for a helium balloon's flight. So we have time versus height, the time in minutes, and the height in feet. Step 1, determine the slope, otherwise known as movement and rate of change of the graph. And we're asked to show our slope triangle. So I'm going to grab the line tool. Actually, I'm going to grab the drawing tool first and find some lattice points. And the nice thing is, whoops, there are a bunch of them. Question is, can I draw all of them? Anyways, all you have to do is pick 2 of them and draw a slope triangle between them. So I'm going to pick the first 2. I'm going to rise up until I'm in line, and then I'm going to run over to that point. Now I have to be careful. I'm going to draw a line right here. I am trying to find the rise over the run. And it looks like it's rising 1 and running 1, but my scaling, the numbering, tells me differently. So this is actually rising up from 0 to 1,000. It's 1,000. And the run is, in fact, 1. So we have our rise over our run is 1,000 over 1. What does this mean in this graph's story? There's a story going on. There's a balloon. What do these numbers mean? They mean 1,000 feet. So rising up 1,000 feet per 1 minute. And that happens again and again and again. Another 1,000 feet per 1 minute, another 1,000 feet per 1 minute, etc. It's the movement of our story, the slope. The next question is, when is the balloon at 5,000 feet? And we are asked to circle it in yellow. So let me grab yellow. 5,000 feet. The feet is on our y-axis. I see 5,000 feet, so I'm going to head over to my line. It's this point right here. What x value is that? That would be the x value of 5 minutes. So our answer is at 5 minutes, the balloon is at 5,000 feet. Right there on that graph, finding that point. How about this one? It says, how high is the balloon off the ground? So we're trying to find the height after 2 minutes. Circle this in blue. So let me grab a blue shape, blue circle, and we're looking for 2 minutes. So right here, I'm going to rise up to my line to find this lattice point. And what is the height for this one? It is 2,000. So the balloon is 2,000 feet off the ground at 2 minutes. Awesome, cool. We read a graph and we answered some questions. Let's start comparing things now. Below, and this is a lot like your test. Your test has a lot of comparisons. So let's do our best here. Below are 2 different tree companies and what they charge to remove a tree. Sometimes trees are in the way. They have to be removed. Answer the questions about each company. So the first company is called Tall Trees Company. Nice. Charges $40 to come with their truck to take down a tree, and then $45 per tree. Now remember, we have the beginning of our story, the initial value, the y-intercept, and that happens one time right at the beginning. And then we have our movement that moves the story along, which is also called slope or rate of change. So I like to try to find the beginning of my story first. Tall Tree Company charges $40 to come with their truck. So that sounds like a beginning to me. They're showing up right away. That's our beginning. And then let's use blue. Then charges $45 per tree. So 1 tree, then 2 trees, then 3 trees. That's the movement of our story. It keeps us moving. That would be M. Okay, so find and interpret the slope, movement, or rate of change in this story. That's M. That's 45. I always like to write it as a fraction. 45 over 1. And then it means, what do those numbers mean? 45 what? 1 what? It means $45 per, I like using the word per 1 tree. Okay. How about the y-intercept, the beginning number, the initial value? It's this one. The y-intercept, I like to write it as an ordered pair again because usually we talk about it as 2 numbers. So this is 0, 40. Y-intercept, it would be our y-axis, so it is our x, y value. And those numbers mean in this story that for 0 trees cut down, it costs $40. Basically, no trees have been cut down, but you know, they have to get there and show up, and they are charging $40 to do that. Overall, we need an equation. Remember, whoops, let's do this. Remember, our equation overall follows the pattern, the recipe, y equals mx plus b. But hey, we know those. M is for movement, for slope. We already figured it out. B is for beginning or y-intercept. We already figured it out. So our equation is y equals 45x, or 45 over 1, x plus 40. Just 40, just that number. Awesome. Okay, here we go. That was Tall Trees Company. Let's scroll down and let's learn about Timber Inc. Haha, timber. I get it. It's shown in a table, so we're going to have to do a little bit of problem solving here. Let's start with our slope. Remember, in a table, to find slope, we really are looking for the change in y values over the change in x values, which is the same thing as in a graph. You rise for your y values and you run over in your x values. We know that in a table it's always x and then y. So let's figure out how is y changing from one to the next, and how is x changing from one to the next. This one's pretty easy. 2 to 3 is plus 1, 3 to 4 is plus 1, etc. 140 plus how much gets us to 160? 20. And same, 160 to 180 is 20. So we have our change in y of 20 over our change in x of 1. And what do those numbers mean in this story? 20 what? $20. Per 1 what? 1 tree. 1 tree cut down. Awesome. Now, again, we have to do a little bit of problem solving. We have to work our way backwards in our table to find our beginning, our y-intercept, our initial value. So I've got to figure out how much it costs for them just to show up. If we're adding 20 to move down our table, then to move backwards, we're going to subtract 20. Minus 20. 140 minus 20 is 120. 120 minus 20 is 100. So we found our initial value, our y-intercept. It is 0, 100. And in this story, let's type it out, it means that for 0 trees, it costs, $100. They've shown up, you got to pay us $100. Awesome, and again, we're writing an equation. It's still y equals mx plus b. So we have m, it's right here. We have b, it's right here. We're writing y equals 20x, or 20 over 1, plus 100. Awesome. We have extracted all of the information we need to use. Now we need to compare them. Let's take a look. If you were looking to hire one of the tree companies and want the cheapest option, which company would you choose to hire to remove 4 trees? Explain your brain. Your brain is about to do some work. Tell your teacher what work is happening in your brain. Use some math if you can. So I am going to pause for a second and set it up a little bit. I want you to think about how you would solve this before I jump into it. So, Timber Inc. We have to compare both of these. I'm going to start with Timber Inc. because we were just there. We were just in the table. And we need to figure out how much it costs to chop down 4 trees. And it has that answer for us right here. 4 trees, $180. So, for my explain your brain, I'm just going to say I looked at the table and found the pair for 180, which means 4 trees equals $180. I have explained my brain's process. Make sure you do that. Okay? 4 trees, $180. It was right there for us. We need to figure out 4 trees, how much that would be for Tall Trees Company. And it doesn't tell us. It's a story. I don't have a table or anything. So I am going to take a moment. I am going to set up a table kind of like this, but instead for Tall Trees Company. Go ahead and do that for yourself. I'll jump back on with a table ready for us to go. So here's my table. I just took a moment to set it up. Let me start by saying you don't need to use a table. Use whatever works best in your brain. And an equation, you could add them on one by one. Whatever you do, make sure you show how you know. Show what's going on in your brain. For me, the table works best. So the story told us that for 0 trees cut down, it was $40 and then $45 per tree. So we're starting with $40 for them to show up. And then it's $45 per tree, which means after 1 tree is cut down, that's going to be $85. Same thing gets us to, you're doing the math, I already did it, $125. I did use my calculator for this. Plus another $45 gets us to $165. And then plus another $45 gets us to $205. So once again, you don't have to use a table. You might have used this logic and not made a table. You might have used an equation. It's up to you. But somehow you figured out that 4 trees cost $205. Make sure you show your teacher how you got that. The original question is, which one is the cheaper option? Well, $205 versus $180. I think I'm going to go with $180. So company, I left it like A or B. I didn't leave enough room. Company Timber Inc. would be the cheaper option. Awesome. Hopefully that made sense. If not, please go to office hours because you have a test coming up. Thank you for sticking with me. Great job. Talk to you soon.